subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Taken down and sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
Off play action. Hendricks. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 38.
Hendricks' pass intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bradshaw throwing left side, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
First down, Buffalo.
On first down, Bradshaw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Number 80.
From 6 yards away. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the interception last time and led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated, and the pressure gets to him again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hendricks got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Number 24, Nick Chubb.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
To throw on 2nd down. Hendricks, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 30.
That's all
20,
you got.
10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hendricks. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
The quarterback keeps it. A fumble on the play.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that would be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He was tackled.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A run for Nick Chubb. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. From the gun, Bradshaw.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously, a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Now, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Bradshaw's pass complete.
From 3 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Now go. And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
From the 6, And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Browns 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They run. Chubb. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to find Kirk complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian Kirk. 55 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team, keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Off the play fake, Bradshaw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Complete to number 80.
A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead.
The kick is good.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
At their own 25-yard.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual, because ordinarily, when you've said that...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now the second down throw on target. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
That's good.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises. And he's running with terrific ability right now.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40.
Looking to throw. Hendricks, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Hendricks. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hendricks. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 1st down. Hendricks. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Hendricks. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
To number 80.
A big play there. 77 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on 2nd down. Hendricks into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Bradshaw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Bradshaw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brooks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Bradshaw's pass.
A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
So we've reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Browns 24.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10.
56, right there, 56. You're not ready.
From the gun, Bradshaw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Off play action, Bradshaw, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him, that good for 11.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 23.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Switch.
Off the play fake, Bradshaw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Hendricks. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded at the 33. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing to start the drive. Bradshaw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Complete.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
15. First down, Buffalo.
On first down, Bradshaw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
From the gun, Bradshaw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession.
And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Being chased out left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Hendricks. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Going up top. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Showtime, partner. What a great one-handed catch. How much of that was him? How much of that were the gloves?
Boswell good with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. Throwing on first down. Bradshaw eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Off play action. Bradshaw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't. A surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
Bradshaw's pass complete to number 80. A gain of 20.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Going for it all. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Pass complete to number 80. Touchdown, Buffalo.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Now Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Hendricks. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
The quarterback sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Down Buffalo.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Bradshaw flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety foul.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
The pass.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills head on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
He sets to fire deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
56.
Off the play fake. Bradshaw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Operating from the gun, Chamberlain, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On first down, Bradshaw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw again. Chamberlain. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He's going to let it fly. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Chamberlain's pass intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Bradshaw. On the slant, complete to Green. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little